welcome all of you to our channel IAPT Learners Hub. Okay. Today we are going to study different types of constructors. There are 4 types of constructors are there. Default constructor, argument constructor or parameterized constructor, copy constructor and move constructor. We can study how we can implement these types of constructor in the program. Okay. Then I will explain what is a default constructor, what is a parameterized constructor, what is the difference between copy constructor and move constructor. Everything I will explain one by one. Then we can study how we can implement this on the program. Okay. Last class we have already learned what is a constructor. Define the constructor. What is a constructor? Constructor is used to construct or initialize the data members, that is data values. It is constructing the data variables. Okay. So it is called as a constructor. Then constructor name or function name are same as the class name. Okay, which name we have given for the class, the same name we have to use for constructor. Okay, that's why it is called as a special member function. Okay, when the object is created, constructor automatically will fall into the program. Okay, and already we have learned the constructor defined inside the class, outside the class, everything I have given text. For example, I explained also. Okay, if you have any doubts, you put it in the comment box. I will reply that. Okay, or I will explain it again. Okay, this class you watch it. The types of constructor is very useful for you. Types of constructor and then how we can implement this on the program. Watch the video. Okay. What is a constructor? Constructor is used to construct and initialize all the data members. That's why we called it as a constructor. We are constructing the data members. It is used to construct and initialize all the data members, that is variables. Constructor name or function name same as the class name. Okay, so it is called special member function. It automatically called when object is created. Next, types of constructors in C++. There are 4 types of constructors are there. Default constructor, parameterized constructor, copy constructor, move constructor. Okay, constructors can be classified based on in which situation they are being used. Okay, in default constructors, no parameters. They are used to create an object with the default values. Okay, parameterized construction takes parameters used to create an object with specific initial values. It is like a function parameters, function arguments and calling values like that. Okay, then copy constructor takes a reference to another object of the same class, that is used to create a copy of an object. Move constructor is used to special type of, it is a special type of constructor in C++ that is used to create a new object from the already existing object of the same type. It transfers resource from a temporary object. Okay. These are the 4 types of constructors in C++. We can study one by one with, let us start with the default constructor. Okay, let us do one program. How to implement default constructor in the program. How to write the program using with the default constructor. Do the formalities of writing the program. Define the class. Class name is wall. Capital WALL. Okay, this is the class name. Then declare the variable length double. That access specifier is private. Use the keyword private. Then declare the variable. Then come to take the access specifier public. Here we have to declare the constructor and define also. Okay. Here default constructor to initialize the variable. Okay. Here this variable, this is the initializing the variable length. Okay, it is a default constructor. You have to initialize the variable. To initialize the variable, the default value we have to initialize it. Okay. And how to initialize it? Within braces we have to give the value with the variable name. Okay, all we declared before above. Here take the variable name with the braces we have to initialize give the initialization value. Then colon mark denotes it is the log place where we can initialize. Okay. Then continuation of program. Then output, print the output creating a wall. Then print the value. Then come to the class's definition is terminated. And then come to the main program, create the object of wall. Wall is a class name, same time it is a constructor. Wall1. Okay, wall1 is the object. Once we created the object of a constructor name, a class name and constructor name are same. Okay, once we create the object, automatically the member of constructor will call into the main program. Okay, constructor will automatically will come to the main program. Automatically we can access into the main program. Then what are the contents of our constructor? What are consists of constructor? The default value of length, then print the output. This is the output heading. Then give the value of display the value of the default value of the length. That's why we can implement default constructor in the program. Understand how to implement default constructor in the program. Okay. Second type of constructor, parameterized constructor. Okay. See how to write the program using with the parameterized constructor. How to implement the program with the parameterized constructor to calculate the area of the rectangle. Okay, length into height. And first define the class name wall. Again declare the two variables length and height. Okay. Then come to the public access sphere. Then initialize the constructor with the initially parameterized constructor. Use the parameterized constructor here to initialize variables. Okay. Then give this is the constructor name wall double length len. This is the parameterized variable for length. Then double HGT height. That is the parameterized variable for height. Then initialize the variables. Here we are not initializing with the value, initializing the variable. First length within braces give the variable for length. Then height give the initialized variable HGT. Above program, previous program we initialized with the value, default value. Here not default value, initialize with the variables. That is parameterized constructor. Okay, give the normal variable length, then initialized variable, that is length len and HGT. Then defining the constructor is over. Then next function is calculate area, length into height. Okay, then terminate the class section is over. First we declared the parameterized constructor with the initializing the variable. Okay, not default value. Then another normal function, calculate area, give the equation for area of the rectangle. Then come to the main program. Here create an object and initialize the data members. Okay, create the object of the class with initializing the data members. Here the class name is wall, object name, two objects are here, wall1 and wall2. Then give the value for length and height. This 10.5 pass to len, 8.6 pass to HGT. Okay, that is already we have initialized the variables in the class using with the parameterized constructor here. Then create the next object wall2, 85 and 863. That is wall1, wall2 and the object of the class, objects of the class that automatically access into the main program. Then calculate. One more function is there, calculate area, to find out the result. Area of wall1, first object wall1 dot calculate area means the equation already we have given length into height, 10.5 into 8.6. That result will get. Then area of wall2. Then wall2 dot calculate area means it will take the initialized value of length and height. It pass on to wall2. That is 8.5 into 6.3. That result will get area of wall2. Okay. Once after executing the program, output will come area of wall1 equal to this result, area of wall2 is equal to that result. Okay. That's why we can implement parameterized constructor in the program. The default constructor we can initialize the value in the public function, the constructor function. Okay. That special member function we can initialize the value. Constructor is used for initializing the value. Okay. Then here parameterized construction means not initializing the value, initializing the variable. We can pass values to variables. Okay, such a way we can implement parameterized constructor in the program. Understand how to use the default constructor and parameter constructor. You can practice it in your computer. If you have any doubts, you write it on the comment box. Third type of constructor is copy constructor. The copy constructor in C++ is used to copy data from one object to another. Let us see how to implement that copy constructor in the program. Defining the class, declare and defining the class name wall, then declared length and height, mark the specifier is private. Okay, then continue to next part. Then initialize the variables with the parameterized constructor. Okay, public. First we have to initialize with the initialize the variables with the parameterized constructor. Wall name, constructor name wall, double len double ht. This is the parameterized variable, initializing variable for length, initialize variable for height. Okay, passing the values and take the length, height. Here in the place or location of value we have to give the initialize variable. Okay, then initialization of variables is over. Next is copy constructor. Copy constructor with a wall and object as a parameter. Okay, then constructor name is wall, then const wall reference. Okay, the content of the constructor will pass on to copy2, content of the wall copy to the object obj. Okay, here what are the contents are there in the constructor wall? It is the parameterized variable length and height. Okay, that we have copied to obj. Okay, then length, obj dot length, then obj dot height. The value of the length and height, initialized variable length and height is the with the object name obj. Okay, it is copied to obj. What are the contents are there in the wall constructor? It is copied to the new object obj. Okay, the next function is calculate area, length and height. Then come go to main program. Okay, wall constructor name is wall 1, the basic value is 10.5 and 8.6. Wall 2 is equal to wall 1. Okay, wall 1 means copy the contents of wall 1 to wall 2. Okay, copy the contents of wall 1 to wall 2. Wall 2 is equal to wall 1. Here what are the contents here? 10.5 and 8.6. Okay, then find out the area of wall 1. Calculate area. It will multiply 10 into 5 into 8.6. Okay, next calculate area 10 into 5 into 8.6. Same result it because the value of the wall 1 is copied to wall 2. Okay, then we will get the same result. Then close the main program. Such a way we can implement copy constructor to the program. Okay, I think you got. Do you have any confusion? Just to practice it in computer. Then easily you can understand. If you have any doubts, you put it on the comment box. Okay, I'll repeat it again. The which part you are not cleared means you mention. I will repeat it again. Okay, hope you learned the 3 types of constructors: default constructor, parameterized constructor, copy constructor. Then how to implement this constructor in the program. Everything I think cleared. Okay, third type of constructor is move constructor, that I will put it on new video. Difficulties there, I will explain with the new video. Okay, if you like this video, subscribe the channel, like and share, and press the bell button also. I will come with a new video. Till then, bye.